sir, how do you feel about this? You know, many people say real estate is scam, but looking at what we have here, you experiencing it yourself and having your allocation letter, what can you say about that, sir?
From your advert, you said this is savings for the future.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when we buy this land, the value is 50 million, and we bought it for 50 million per plot. So we key in into this promo. Yeah, because we've saved 35 million naira on each plot.
Yes, sir.
So we bought an acre. So that is I'll be making like 300 million in a few years, hopefully.
That's amazing.
I mean,
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you've heard from one of our clients here, Mr. Akim, and it's an amazing offer that we have here. We still have our discount ongoing. Thank you. We're signing out from Jasper Smart City, Isheri.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Why are you climbing now?
Shebi you say una get pre-launch for Objection.
Yes.
I dey count my plots now.
Hey,
8,
abeg, no
9.
enjoy yourself.
You know say
This is
face.
Easter.
You know say as you dey go this land now, this the first one they don't sell and finish.
Yes.
All my family don't buy. That time they buy for 5 million naira, I no buy.
Exactly.
As soon as they do pre-launch 50%, I say make I count how many plots na get when I dey set
20 plus for now for this Easter.
make I count 15.
That is
17, 18,
Okay.
19, 18. Yeah.
Very Fun City Kurudu Phase 2 is officially open. We are giving a 50% discount pre-launch offer. Subscribe now.
Hello, smart investors. We are here live at Garnet Estate, Ibejuleki, and today we are doing something amazing. This is the official launch of Garnet Estate, Ibejuleki, and as well, we are doing allocation to our clients, to the smart investors who bought into this estate early. We are handing over their property to them, and they have received their allocation. And here is one of our amazing clients who is representing Mr. Clement. So, what do you have to say about this experience, sir?
I am very, very glad. One of my concerns before I left Abuja, because he bought it when we were in Abuja, was how far was it from the main city and then the proximity to the place. But this is beyond our expectation. It's actually close to the main city, and being here, I've gotten the idea more of how close it is to the main city, and then the airport that is coming up shortly, which would make this place a good place to invest. And the road connecting from the main city to this place is actually a very good road. You know, the person who spoke to us about this property didn't do justice to it, and I am quite pleased and I'm quite impressed. Coming all the way from Abuja for this opening, I am so happy. That's just it.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He has really said a whole lot. And you heard what he said. He said the person who actually sold didn't even do justice, because a lot of things beyond his expectation. And this is what we do at GTEX. Beyond what we promise, we deliver more. We deliver more. And please, what would you like to say to smart investors who are still looking to buy or probably still contemplating to invest?
Yeah, like I said, this is a very good land to invest in. And actually, smart people buy when it is at this level because of the appreciation in value. And those in diaspora, those within, those in other states apart from Lagos, I think it's a good.
Hello, smart investors. We are here live at Garnet Estate, Ibejuleki, and today we are doing something amazing. This is the official launch of Garnet Estate, Ibejuleki, and as well, we are doing allocation to our clients, to the smart investors who bought into this estate early. We are handing over their property to them, and they have received their allocation. And here is one of our amazing clients who is representing Mr. Clement. So, what do you have to say about this experience, sir?
I am very, very glad. One of my concerns before I left Abuja, because he bought it when we were in Abuja, was how far was it from the main city and then the proximity to the place. But this is beyond our expectation. It's actually close to the main city, and being here, I've gotten the idea more of how close it is to the main city, and then the airport that is coming up shortly, which would make this place a good place to invest. And the road connecting from the main city to this place is actually a very good road. You know, the person who spoke to us about this property didn't do justice to it, and I am quite pleased and I'm quite impressed. Coming all the way from Abuja for this opening, I am so happy. That's just it.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He has really said a whole lot. And you heard what he said. He said the person who actually sold didn't even do justice, because a lot of things beyond his expectation. And this is what we do at GTEx. Beyond what we promise, we deliver more. We deliver more. And please, what would you like to say to smart investors who are still looking to buy or probably still contemplating to?
Let's have it. Let's have it.
The only information I give is information that lands.
Business will go. Cheap.
You may have money flying around, but let me be your pilot and help it land.
Jacob, drive a piece of my heart.
Have you ever bought a land and they told you that the land you bought is missing?
Mentor.
That means what you bought is a fantasy land. Come. Now that is where Jasper Smart City, located at Isheri North, comes in. Strategically sitting behind me is a property that comes with a sea of old title. Rumor has it that if you dig deep enough, you fit see oil for this land. Allegedly. Now that is not the mouth-watering part. The mouth-watering part is that within 3 to 5 years of investing, you can make a 300 to 500% return on investment. As you can see, fences are 100% done. And if you are thinking that this property is far away from civilization, you lie. Because on your way to this place, you will pass Channels TV, you will pass Rainbow FM, and you will pass Meccano Industry. We are very close to where it's happening.
Oh God!
According to the project plan, an artificial lake will be situated in the middle of this property. What that means is that here will be turned to a mini resort, if you know what I'm saying. With 50 million naira outright payments, you can own one plot. If you are buying up to 6 plots of land, we can sell at 40 million per plot. And with 20 million naira initial deposits and spread across 6 months, you can own a plot of land here. People are rushing this property from left and right. So if you want to make a purchase, call the number on your screen, or you can send us a DM on our Instagram handle at GTextLands, and we'll reply you. So rush now and buy this property if you want to find oil. Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Jasper Gardenia, where nature meets innovation. A green, smart, and luxurious estate designed for forward-thinking investors. From sustainable energy solutions to cutting-edge smart home technology, Jasper Gardenia isn't just a place to live, it's a lifestyle choice for those who value comfort, class, and environmental consciousness. We celebrate Mrs. N, a proud new homeowner who saw the future and chose to key into it. Her decision reflects wisdom, foresight, and a deep understanding of value. You too can be like Mrs. N. Secure your spot at Jasper Gardenia and invest in more than just a home, invest in a lifestyle that appreciates in value. Jasper Gardenia, green, smart, luxurious. Be smart. Key in today.
Hey champion, if you've been part of the 21-day high ticket sales challenge, you already know this isn't just another training. It's a game changer for closing high ticket real estate deals, attracting premium clients, and building long-term wealth. But success is better when shared. Here's how to keep the momentum going. Share the Zoom link. Invite your team and contacts to register at www.gtextandassociates.com/s. They'll get full access to join the live Zoom sessions and engage directly too. Share on Facebook, follow our page, G-Text and Associates, turn on notifications. Share the live video to your timeline, in groups, and tag your realtor friends. Share on Instagram, follow us. At G-Text and Associates, tap the bell to turn on notifications. Share
challenge, right? 21 days challenge we're doing. And today we want to look at 7-star customer experience. If you understand how high ticket works, you will understand that it's heavily on the customer experience. For example, if you have ever got an opportunity to enjoy my 7-star customer treatment, you will love me for life, right? And I think the challenge with some of us is the background we came from, because of poverty and a few challenges, we really didn't learn and master the art of honor. And I had that same challenge growing up. I mean, we're not from affluent families, so I didn't understand the concept of honoring people and really making people feel special. It's taken me years to learn and learn, but having learned it, I realized that honor is the language of high ticket. Honor is the language of the wealthy. So I ask you a very simple question. To be honest, between a 5-star hotel and a 6-star hotel, what exactly is the difference? Is it the ambience? Is it the design? Is it the furniture? Aesthetics? Right now, I've stayed in a hotel called Burj Al Arab. Burj Al Arab is acclaimed the world first 7-star hotel, and I've stayed in a lot of 5-star hotels, a lot, And what is exactly the difference? If I look at the interior of Burj Al Arab, I think 3 years ago I did my Christmas there. The interior, in my own opinion, isn't anything special that I haven't seen in some other hotels that are 5-star. But what I can tell you categorically is different is that the experience in Burj Al Arab is extremely customized. If you call that you need something, in 30 seconds somebody showed up. In fact, at each lobby you have each floor has its own special receptionist. Right, so the speed, the quality of honor and care and likes and the special way you are made to feel when it comes to Burj Al Arab is way out of this world. So, for example, there's a Rolls Royce to pick you up. For example, you're coming down from your car, you will never have to open your car yourself. Somebody's opening the car for you. Now, that person leads you to the entrance of Burj Al Arab. You have another set of hostess with wine, right, ready to welcome you from there. Now, even the reception is done in such a way that you can sit down. The receptionist will come sit down with you and check you in. So you don't necessarily need to stand. You can, of course, go stand with the reception and do whatever you need to do. But all the entire experience has been so done in a way that it's just about you, the customer, just how you feel. However, I must warn you, 7-star customer experience is very, very difficult to scale. Extremely difficult to scale. So I'll give you an example. It was a lot easier for us to have a 7-star experience experience with our customer when we were still small. We were just 10 employees. I personally had interaction with my customers because I was also the founder. It was easy for me to be at the top, to be ahead of things. In fact, today, if you have my WhatsApp number, people have argued that it doesn't take you up to 5 minutes for me to respond to every WhatsApp message. Right? A lot of people even wonder how I do it. But it's because I'm very conscious of 7-star customer. But today, customers are in their thousands, 5,000, 10,000, depending on which, across the entire chain. There is no way I can have one-on-one experience with each person. There's no way I personally can give every customer a 7-star experience. And so, how then do you scale a 7-star experience? Because you as a salesperson, at the beginning, it might be easier to control because it was just you and these your special customers. But your business will grow one day. And I think the lesson is to quickly hire for culture and not skill. Hire for culture. So hire people who have a culture of treating people well. One of those people for me is my wife. My wife is extremely big on culture, on how you treat people, on the quality of treating people, on the experience you give people when treating them. All those things are big for my wife. I mean, she doesn't even joke with it. And so you want to look for someone like that. And I'm not saying this because she's my wife and I'm trying to blow a trumpet. No, if you have met my wife, you will know one of the most down-to-earth, humble, amazing person you can deal with. Of course, that's if you don't get on her nerves. Now, get on her nerves, you see a totally reverse person. I mean, the version of her you're going to see will shock you, right? So she's not, and I give it to her, my wife is not humble out of low self-esteem. No, right? She knows who she is, but still choose to be humble despite who she knows she is. So it's not about imposter syndrome. No, it's just a culture. And so you want to hire people to work with you as partners, even as a salesperson. Even if you don't own the company, you can intentionally look for a colleague of yours in your company, a colleague of yours in your community that has the culture before skill. The next is exposure. People always ask us, Stephen, why do you spend so much, send your staff for all expense paid trip, Doha, Dubai, Maldives, and all these trips? Why do you do it? The answer is very simple. It's because I realized that for my team to begin to have that high level, have a culture of giving that kind of high level treatment, it was very, very essential, extremely essential, that we train these people, we give them international exposure. They get to see other cultures and how people are exceptionally treated, right? So when we travel, we make sure our people stay in hotels, and they could see the treatment in the hotel. They could see the timeliness, they can see, and so they are, particularly because I'm from Africa, and we, I mean, I'm ashamed to say this, but we have that problem. We have that problem. The way we treat each other is not fair, whether it's company treating their customer or whether it's customer treating those they do business with. Right, you could see people come talk to a vendor, a company they do business, and talk to the staff, and so talk down on the staff like they're not human. Right? I think we can do better in how we treat ourselves. And so for me, I knew it was important for those who work with us to start seeing globally how humans treat themselves, how everybody has rights. Right? In developed part of the world, you go to an hotel, even if they treat you wrongly, they can call the police on you. People know this, their rights. Everyone has their rights. You can't just talk to a vendor anyhow. You can't just go to Walmart and talk to their employees anyhow. They probably will call the police on you. Yes, they will call the police on you. And it's normal. And it's not, it's normal. because you don't also have the right to talk to them anyhow. The same way they will also do their best to treat you well. Their best. It doesn't mean you won't have occasionally racism. I've had that. I use Marriott. I've had experiences where Marriott, a particular Marriott hotel, I still use Marriott, but a particular Marriott hotel, and it's funny, she was African American, and she was very rude to me, extremely rude to me. Of course, I reported that to management. They apologized and treated me well, and we're good. But yes, you all have rights, and for me, I knew our team needed to have opportunity to have that exposure. Exposure is very important, and so if you are going to do high ticket sales, one of the biggest investments you must make in yourself is exposure. You must work hard in giving yourself some of the best exposure in the world. It's not good, it's not cheap, but you must invest in it. I've seen people say, oh yeah, I don't want to spend money on travel, or I don't want to owe anybody, I don't want to do X, I don't want to do Y, I don't want to Z. But I can tell you categorically that if you're really, really serious about turning things around for yourself, it's going to be largely a function of honor. 7-star customer experience. Treating your customer like king, making people feel exceptionally good, honored, respected, I'm loved. And that's very powerful. I'm one of those that on social media I look like, who is this guy? See the way he talks. But come have an experience with me, and I promise you, you are a fan for life. Particularly if that experience is with me. Okay, of course, like I told you, it's difficult to manage. I have on my WhatsApp over 45,000 people. So at that point, it's difficult. But the few people who still have direct relationship with me, it's a 7-star experience. And I encourage you to give people that kind of experience. Even you feel good when you treat other people right. Do we agree? So we are raising a whole army that does 7-star experience treatment. So let's all go and make this happen. I love you all. Bye. Okay, please don't forget, share this video if it got added value to you. Tell people the impact of this video. Enough of watching stuff and you got value and you're not talking about it. Share. Tell people your experience with this 21 days high ticket sales challenge. I need you to push these things out there, okay? Love you all. Bye-bye.
If you've been part of the 21-day high ticket sales challenge, you already know this isn't just another training. It's a game changer for closing high ticket real estate deals, attracting premium clients, and building long-term wealth. But success is better when shared. Here's how to keep the momentum going. Share the Zoom link. Invite your team and contacts to register at www.gtextandassociates.com/s. They'll get full access to join the live Zoom sessions and engage directly too. Share on Facebook, follow our page, G-Text and Associates, turn on notifications. Share the live video to your timeline, in groups, and tag your realtor friends. Share on Instagram, follow us at G-Text and Associates, tap the bell to turn on notifications. Share our flyer, clips, or reels to your story. Tag at GText and Associates and use hashtag 21-day sales challenge so we can repost you. Share on YouTube. Subscribe to GText and Associates. Post your takeaways from today's session. Include the registration link, www.gtextandassociates.com/SC. Encourage your professional network to join. Final step, use your voice. Record a short video or voice note sharing what you've gained and why others should attend. Post it across your platforms. Tag at GText and Associates and use hashtag 21-day sales challenge so we can repost you. Let's turn this challenge into a movement. Don't keep the fire to yourself. Ignite your network.
All right, all right. If you can hear me clearly, say I can hear you in the chat box. Good to see us. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm appreciating us and I'm treating us like a king. So if you feel like a king right now, just like doctors say, you know, when you treat your customer right, you feel all right as well. So treat yourself right, treat everybody right, and I'm treating you right now. So do you feel like a king, huh? All right, so welcome to today's session, day 9 of the iTicket Sales Global Sales Challenge. If you've been getting value thus far, put it in the chat box. Value, 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 and put the fire emoji. Let me see it rolling in. 1, 2, 3, let's go. All right, good to have us this morning. I'm so glad to see everyone. We have our beautiful faces and so excited to have us in this challenge. All right, so let's do a quick one. What have you learned from today's section? Just a quick one. Let's do a quick recap before we have our trainer come and give us the fire. You know, the fire today is hot and everywhere is going all I love our spirit this morning. Thank you so much. Bringing up the value. That's it. That's it. I'm so excited with this. So quickly, just drop in the chat box something you learned from today's session. Doctor talked about 7-star customer experience. 7-star customer experience. Now, how do you treat your customer? Do you treat your customer well that they just can't stop coming back or referring people to you? Do every customer that meets you live better than the first time they met you? Always try to do your best to make every customer that come across your way better and better than the first came. All right, so put in the chat box something. Let me go through the chat box section and let me pick up 1 or 2 things from what. Okay, can hear you clearly. Yeah, I feel like a king. Value, fire emoji. All right. Can someone put in the chat box something you learned from Doctor's session today? A couple of things Doctor said. Very, very profound, very, very impactful, something we should put in our day-to-day activity as we're growing as a realtor and it's about starting your own real estate business. These are things you need to put into consideration. Follow, place priority on culture and not skills. Culture first and not skills. It's very important. Culture is very important for you to maintain 7-star customer relationship or 7-star customers. To treat your customer right, you need culture. Culture is very important. Yeah, I can see someone dropping something here. All right, let me really go through it. 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay. Anobi said, I learned that when you treat your clients with honor and respect, you will always have them coming back to you and even went as far as referring you, and it makes you feel good. That's good. All right. Let me see another one. 1 second. Okay. Treat your customers right. Treat everyone right. Good. That's coming from Joyce. Daniel said exposure is key while selling iTicket. Yes, very important. Exposure is key. Olatoye says to do iTicket offer, you need exposure. Treat people with respect and honor, and they I think keep coming back. That was one that's right. Good. Okay, they get exposed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love all this comment. And I want you to do something. And then I play Doctor session. I played a video for us on how to share. Doctor talked about sharing all of these things you've learned. Take a screen record of this of Doctor session, post it on your social media, tag details and our shit, and we will accept your tag, we'll accept your collaboration, and we'll also put it out there. Let us make noise about this challenge. Don't also forget your 20 people you should bring in every session. Of the session, you qualify for the 500,000 ads giveaway. All right. Don't let me waste more time. Our speaker is here and it's been here since the beginning. It even came before everyone. All right. So let me just bring him up and let's have let's scale today's session to another level. I can see the energy. Our speaker is already big. I can see the smile on the face. It's so charming. I can see everything right from where I'm seated here. Okay. Now let me give a brief introduction. This person I'm bringing up today is an high-ticket seller. Forget. It's more than the talk. It is talk and do. When you hear doings, we understand what it means in the GTEx family. Someone that does more than billions in sales. He has traveled on all express paid trip. And guess what? He is the GD of sales, GTEx Holdings. Now I have the privilege and singular honor to bring on today's iTicket 21 Days Global Sales Challenge. No one else. My doings. Let me call his full name, Michael Ojoku. Thank you so much. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you. I must say that I'm happy. I'm happy being here, meeting all of us. Thank you. So, as it is a rule and a custom in GTEx, we are all supposed to turn on our videos. But I'm surprised I'm seeing so many videos not turned on, and I don't know why our videos are not turned on. I really don't know. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending where you're watching us from. Today is day 9 for the 21 Days Sales Challenge. And it has shown in history, or it has even been proven by research, that for you to do anything on a continuous basis, for 14 days or 21 days, you become a pro in that thing, So the question I want to ask each and every one of us, have we been putting, all the lessons we have been learning into practice? Have we been doing that? Because it's one thing to listen, it's one thing to be in attendance, but it's another thing to do, just like, the Holy Bible say, woe unto you if you are hearers alone, right? The people that get anything out of life is the doers, right? Which is why my nickname is Mike Doings. And doing is an action word, right? Is an action word. So you ought to, is one thing to hear, is one thing to learn, or is another thing to do, And it's been said that the difference between, the people you see at the top and those people at below the ladder is action, right? Is action. It's even better you take the wrong action than you don't even take an action at all, right? You take the wrong action, you can learn from it and you become better. Are you getting it? So this morning, we'll be discussing on how to sell real estate, a roadmap to closing deals and building client relationship. But before we even get into that, I want each and every one of us to type in the comment section where they are joining me from, your name and where you're joining me from. Let me, know the people I have here with me, because again, the energy in the room is what we, want to make me, be on fire. So let's know where you're joining us from. We can just use the comment section, type in our names and where we're joining from, because again, it's one thing to have a class. It's another thing to have a class that is very, 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 is very, very engaging, because, the engagement is what will help. Okay, Dr. Fabs is from Abuja. My name is Ifeanyi Chukwu. I'm joining from Enugu. Wow, Enugu. Where in Enugu? I stayed 2 years in Enugu, in Agbani to be precise. And Enugu is a lovely city. Ifeanyi Chukwu. It's nice hearing this. Okay. My name is Desirable from Lagos. Mr. Obong joining us from Ikeja. Oh, that's lovely. I think I like this. Amechi Road, Enugu. Wow, this is lovely. This used to be my where I go to Holy Ghost, Amechi Road, and all of this place. It's nice having you here, Ifeanyi Chukwu. It's nice. And I know before the end of this class, I've gotten one or two. Okay, Joyce is joining us from Aja, Lagos. We have Daniel from United States. Daniel, United States of what? Is it United States of Ibadan or United States of, which of the United States are you joining us from? So I like this that I have various people joining us in various places. And this is nice. Okay, Uche is joining us from Ikeja, Lagos. Okay, lovely, nice having you on board, Uche. Yeah, okay. This is just to let me know that, okay, all the people that are here are also paying attention, because again, when a moderator is trying, okay, Olabisi Daniel, okay, joins us from Ojodubega. Okay, that's nice. So what this is, telling me is I have a class that is, attentive, right? Because one of the traits of a good closer or a good salesman is attentive listening. So if I'm not catching your attention, it's as good as I'm just talking to myself. Okay, Judah is joining us from Ogun State. Nice to have you here, Judah. This is beautiful. So now we'll be delving on this topic, how to close. Okay, Nancy from Abuja. Nancy, you're welcome. How to sell real estate, a roadmap to closing deals and building client relationship. So, okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay. You already know I've been introduced. My name is Njoku Friday Michael. I'm currently the acting General Executive Director for Sales, GTEX Holdings, and I've been into the real estate space for the past 6 years. Professionally, I've been into the space for 5 years, and I've been in GTEX for the past 3 to 4 years now. And I came in as an intern, but I learned, and I grew through the ranks. And one of the things we do here in GTEX is we always reward results, right? And I want us to put it on the chat box. We always reward results, right? We applaud efforts, but we reward results. And I'm going to explain this. Coming in here today is an effort you're making, right? But inviting 20 people consecutively for the time it has been said is result, and that will be rewarded with what? A 500,000 bonus. Are you getting it? Same thing, coming in here every day is effort, right? But closing a sale, you'll be rewarded with what? Commission. Are you getting it? So in GTEX, we reward results. But again, we applaud efforts. So for each and every one of you that has been here, is me now applauding all of you, applauding you. A round of applause for everybody that has been here. But anybody here today that is going to sell, what will happen? We reward the person. And it's not just going to be a round of applause. It's going to be what? Commission, right? So it's good to put in the effort, right? But it's sweet when there's a result to back it up. Are you getting it? Very good to put in the effort, but it's sweeter when there's a result to back it up. Okay, let's go next. So what is real estate sales? So real estate sales is the process of connecting a buyer to a seller, to meet a property need, right? That is just what real estate sales is all about. Every other thing in between is in this very short definition. When Michael brings a buyer, when Michael brings a buyer to buy from GTEX and the buyer pays, we have what? We have sold what? Real estate. Are you getting it? So we have sold real estate. So when you hear what is real estate sales, it's just a buyer connecting a seller, and at the end of the day, there's an exchange. And that exchange is money for either the land, either the house, either the property, right? That is where you have had the sale. It's also a combination of, it's also a combination of market knowledge, communication, and trust. So why is selling real estate unique, right? Someone will ask, why is selling real estate unique? Property are high value assets with long-term impact. So why is real estate even a unique product, outside other, kind of things you want to sell, right? Car on its own is a unique item. It's a luxury goods you want to sell. Watch as well as a luxury goods you want to sell. But why is real estate unique? And these are the reason why real estates are unique. Real estates are high value assets, right? The only estate, as it's been said, that is real is real estate, right? It's only in real estate you can have a land in Banana Island selling for 10 million 20 years ago. Today, even with 1 billion naira, you are begging, to get that same land. That nothing has changed in the land. Are you getting it? So real estate is property that has high value, which is why it's unique. It has high value and it has long-term impact. Some persons became rich just because their parents bought properties when it was selling very cheap and they inherited it and now they are wealthy. So that is the long impact of real estate, and these are one of the reasons why real estate is unique, right? If I think someone is unmuted, kindly mute yourself because I can hear myself from the background, right? So let's have this at back of mind. So objective of this presentation, at the end of the day, what do I want to achieve, by having this presentation? One is to equip each and every one of us with real estate, to sell real estate effectively. Then two, sorry, can you come down a little? Go back, please. Hello, if you can hear me. So, and two, to also highlight skills needed for success in the industry. So, there's understanding the real estate market, right? Part of what I was discussing with my colleagues here, with my team members here in our office today was, what is the foundation? If a house have a crack on the roof, what do? You change the roof. If there's a crack on the wall, you try to mend the wall. Or if there's a crack on the foundation, the likelihood of bringing down that house is key, right? So in the foundation of real estate, what is really the foundation of real estate? What will make you an outstanding salesman? I want to be a high selling ticket individual. What will make it outstanding is one thing. And that thing is knowing your market, which you can also call product knowledge, right? For you to be a smart salesman, for you to be a high-ticket selling salesman, is product knowledge. I want all of us to type it here, product knowledge. You can as well tag it as know your market, right? Now, if you go to a car shop, most times, what even makes you go home with a car you don't really want to go home with is when the salesman comes and tells you that this car is 2021 edition. It has a rear view light. It has, on the back of it, you don't even need to stretch your hand. There's a camera behind and all of this. By the time the salesman finished narrating the car, you already see yourself in the car and you want to buy the car. Same thing happens in the real estate, right? When you have a client, you bring a client to a house, and because you know your product knowledge, you make that client see his or herself in that house, or you make the client see the potential of that land. Most of the time they buy, except they don't have the money. And if you want to understand what I'm saying, watch some of these videos of how they market Dubai buildings. Most of them are prototypes. They'll just show you the prototype and they'll market this building. They'll tell you that from here to here, point A to point B will have this, point C to point D will have this. All of this, in summary, is the market, is the product knowledge. So for you to be for you to be a high-selling salesperson, you need to know your product knowledge to start with, right? You need to know your product knowledge. You need to know what you are selling. If you can do that, every other thing can be built on this. Because your product knowledge is what will give you that confidence as a salesperson. Which is why, again, till tomorrow, I stick off my heart for my Igbo brothers. He doesn't know how to speak English like you, but go to Alaba market. He will convince you to buy brake pad. He will tell you that Briscoe is better than this other one. And at the end of the day, you go home with that brake pad he told you is better than the other one. Why? Because he understands his product knowledge. So if there is anything you are going to take away from here today, is know that product knowledge is the foundation of real estate. If you understand your product knowledge, you have done 50% of your work as a salesman, right? If you understand your product, if they can tap you and you explain what you are selling, forget it, it's just a matter of time. When you meet the right person, you have closed the deal, right? Then 2 is market research. As a salesman or as a high ticket selling person, you want to understand the current trend. You want to understand what is the current demand. You want to understand what's the current pricing. As a salesman that is selling, I'm selling in Ibejuleki, you want to understand why are people even going to Ibejuleki? That will take the refinery. Okay, what again? The Lekki Free Trade Zone. Okay, what again? You have to understand all of this, and you do your research, understand why is there high demand in this place. If you can understand all of this, I tell you, you will close that sale. Are you getting? Again, you need to also understand what we call hotspots for investment. Today in Lagos, the number 1 hotspot today in Lagos is the Ibejuleki Axis. Forget anything Ikoyi and the Banana Island is currently doing. The hotspot today for investment is the Ibejuleki Axis, right? But if you're looking for, say you're looking for houses you want to stay, in terms of Airbnb, you can look at Ikoyi. So as a salesman, you need to understand this difference. You need to, right? Because again, I'm pressed for time. Now, building trust and relationship with clients, this is very key. Part of what Chairman Dr. Stephen was saying in his section, I listened to it, is showing honor. And in showing of honor, what honor will do for you is it will help you build relationship, right? And when you have built that relationship is built on where? It's built on trust. So in engaging clients, have this at the back of your mind. Trust is key. And when you have a key, what do? You open door, right? So for you to open the heart of any client, you need to build trust. As my chairman will rightly put it, in person of Dr. Stephen, he said you need to first of all touch their heart before you can touch their pockets. So as a salesman, you need to build trust. He doesn't know you from Adam. He doesn't know you from anywhere. But the trust you will build is what will now make him, instead to give his brother Emeka in Enugu, he want to give you Adewale in Lagos. Because you have built trust. He has seen that there's a reason why I need to trust this person. Are you getting it? So as a high salesman, as a high selling person, you need to understand that trust is key. One of the currency our chairman is selling on today and tomorrow is integrity. And integrity is what gives birth to trust. People are buying from us today as GTEx homes because they trust us. So you need to build trust. Is very key, right? Then what again? In building client relationship, you need to be very effective when it comes to communication. Number one thing you need to understand, especially when it comes to communication, is active listening. I want to buy something. I have a need, right? I know you want to collect money, but can you even pretend that you understand what I'm currently suffering? As a salesman, you need to have this thing they normally say. Put yourself in the client's shoe. If you can do that, you will close most of the time. So, as a salesman that wants to go far, that wants to close high tickets, yes, it's very good to talk, but it's good you listen more. The client should do more of the talking. So, what do you do most of the times? You ask open-ended questions. So, sir, you said you want a house in Banana Island. Are you looking at buying a 2-bedroom or you're looking at buying a duplex? This is an open-ended question. What are you trying to say now? That person on the other end definitely must answer you. So, okay, no, I'm looking at buying this. Okay, sir, for this you are looking at buying, what is the reason? What is the reason? From there, the client will keep opening up. As they are opening up, you are already seeing loopholes on how you can close down sales, right? And as a salesperson, always try to simplify your terms, right? You are meeting this person. He might be a doctor. He's very learned, but he does not understand some of your terms. Sir, this place will do well in 3 to 4 years. It will give you a 500% ROI. What do I understand by ROI? I have been a doctor. I understand surgery. I understand scissors. I don't know what is ROI. Because he's learned, he might not want to ask you, right? But as a salesperson, sir, this place you're buying, in 5 years time, I can assure you, it will double in whatever you are putting in. It makes more sense to him. You simplify those terms because, again, he's not into your line of business. This will help you sell better. Avoid big grammar. It's not necessary, right? We are pressed for time, so I'll just be rushing this. Then selling strategy for real estate. How do you use from marketing to closing? Marketing is different from closing. If you are not going to learn anything here today, understand this. Marketing is when you are trying to differentiate, you are trying to bring out the best, you are trying to say, yes, this iPhone 14 is better than Samsung. It has a good camera. It has a this. You are marketing. Closing is when you are already asking, sir, when are you making payments? With ABC, you should have made up your choice. When are you making payments, right? So as a salesperson, you close hot leads. You market to cold leads. You cannot close cold leads in your first call, right? But you can close a hot lead in your first call. So what is a hot lead? What's a cold lead? And what is a warm lead? I think we should all, have a knowledge of this. So a cold lead is someone that doesn't even know you from anywhere, that is not even expecting you from anywhere. You just, maybe your friend got their number, he's a pastor, and he knows he has money, you are meeting the person, you are calling the person. That is what we call a cold lead, and what would tend to that call is cold calling. When you are calling that kind of person, is different from you ran a ad and someone put down their number and said, explain more. This one is a warm lead, right? Then you had, like we are having a webinar now, right? Or I ran an ad and someone said, I would want to make payment for this, but can I get to understand ABC? That is a hot lead. And the rule of the game is a hot lead, you should call a hot lead 24 to 48 hours after you get the contact of a hot lead. If not, it becomes a warm lead. And if you fail to call, then 1 week to 2 weeks, they become cold leads. That's when you will call someone, the person will be asking, where did you get my number from? A hot lead will never ask you that, because a hot lead is already expecting your call, right? So let's understand the difference between you market to cold lead while you close hot lead. And you can as well also transfer a cold lead to a hot lead, right? But that should be a discussion for another day. So now, these are the various different. There is effective marketing. You use professional photos and videos for your property listing, especially for us that want to run ad as salespeople. Please try as much as possible, if possible, get a cameraman to give you the highest standard quality picture, especially when you want to sell to high-end people. If you want to sell to high-end people, one of the things they look out for is quality, right? I was talking to one of my mentors, and he said something that stuck with me till tomorrow. We're looking at a property, and I was just fixated on the price, and he was looking at that thing. I was like, sir, this thing is too expensive. How would they say this is this? And he said something that stuck with me. He said, Michael, some of us has conquered price. I don't know if you guys got it. He just said, some of us has conquered price. So if we want to buy something, it's not in the price that will make us not to buy it. Is in what we are going to get, right? So tell me why someone would take 500 million to go and buy Rolls Royce. And if I still take less than 20 million, I can get a car, a Toyota car, that will outrun that Rolls Royce. But why are they buying Rolls Royce? They're buying it because of what? The luxury it commands. When you see me coming down from my Rolls Royce, there's one thing at your mind already. This person is a high-end person. This person is a big man. Are you getting it? I'm not sure you have seen anywhere on the road that they stop Rolls Royce. It's very rare. And Rolls Royce will not go and pass Ikorodu Road. It might be one in a 50 years. Are you getting it? So this is what you, as a salesman, you also need to understand. If your target is the Rolls Royce kind of people, you need to use professional photos. You need to use good videos when doing your listing, right? 2, leverage on social media platform like Instagram, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very good place. You meet high-end professionals. You can meet anybody on LinkedIn. Any CEO in the world is on LinkedIn, right? So if you come professional, when they meet you in such a place, they interact with you as what? Professional, right? Then again, you can use what is called virtual tour, right? As a smart salesperson that want to sell to high-end people. They don't need to come to the property. Get a good camera, call them on a video call, tour them around the house. They will even be feeling as if they are in the house, right? So these are effective ways of marketing, especially if you are marketing for high-end individuals. Have these 3 things at the back of your mind. You need to use quality products. You need to use quality pictures. You need to use quality video. Then negotiation skills, as a salesperson, this is very key. You need to have what is called negotiation skills. Of your buyer, you need to understand what your buyer is saying that is not saying, directly, right? Allow the property while addressing objection. Be flexible, but be firm, you know. So just go down a little. We need to talk about, I know we are pressed for time, but again, we just need to also do this and do it well. Then you also need to know how to use technology. It's very key. In today's real estate, if you must sell, if you must be different from others, you must know how to use technology. So moving next, selling strategy. No, you can go. You can go. Selling strategy for real estate. Selling strategy for real estate. Follow up and closing. Jessica, who happens to be the MD of GTS and Associates, there's one thing she always say, and I agree with her completely, 100%. The money is in the follow-up, right? Even you meeting a hot lead, there is the possibility you need to follow up 1, 2, 3 times before they pay, right? So the money is in the follow-up. You meet me today, you collect my number, you call me, I say I'm interested, does not mean I'll give you my money today. Is when you continue following up, that is when the closing will happen. I have had clients that I followed up for 9 months before they paid. Yes. And after they've made their first payment, they have bought more than 3 other properties as we speak. So the money is in the follow-up. Maybe when they told you they were ready, the money wasn't there. But as a salesperson, you show concern, you continue following up with them. Whenever they have property need, it's you that they will remember. That is why it's key to follow up. That is why it's key to follow up, if possible, on a weekly basis. Just send them Happy New Week message. It's very key. What you are doing is you are putting yourself on their mind. And whenever they have a property need, even if it's not there, someone within them say, I want to buy a property. I have somebody. Follow this person, talk. And you know, one of the best way to sell is referral. It's the easiest way to sell. When they refer somebody to you, they ask less questions because the person that has done that referral has done most of the talking for you. So understand that follow-up is key when closing. Maintain consistent communication. Offer support, right? Offer support. There is a legal process, and you know a lawyer that can do the work. So don't worry, I can send my lawyer. He will charge you, but he will charge you fairly because it's coming from me, right? Sir, from the CBN Act, you can't do this. It's money laundering. Why not follow it this way? Follow it this way. All of this little support you are giving to these clients, we stick to them. They will understand that you didn't just take their money and left, or you are not just after their money. You are also after them doing the right thing the right way. So let's understand this. Okay, let's go to the next. Okay, key to becoming successful in real estate sales. So these are the major takeaways I want you to go home with. If after today you didn't learn anything, be knowledgeable, which is where we started from, which is knowing your product knowledge. Be knowledgeable. And in being knowledgeable, you need to know your market. Not just know your market, you also need to know your customers. Not just know your customer, you also need to know your competitors. If you know these 3, it's a matter of time you start selling, and you'll be selling well. Check any business that is doing well. They have understudied these 3 things. They have understudied their market, they know their customer, and they know their competitors. Check Coca-Cola. Check other people that is trying to. Check Pepsi. Pepsi has understand that people like cola drink. People like Fanta, they brought Merida. People like Sprite, they brought 7-Up. That is understanding your competitor. Are you getting it? So the next is building relationship. You need to understand that before you can touch my pocket, you need to touch my heart. So you need to build trust. You need to be transparent. If there's developmental fee, it's always good you even start the conversation from the beginning. Yes, sir, this land is going for 10 million, but there are other fees attached. And this fee is what will make this land go from this 10 million you are buying it today to 50 million in 5 years' time. Because if the land is not developed, it will remain as the land in your village, right? So there are other fees, and these are the fees. So that the clients know that from the onset, they understand what they are going into. Are you getting it? If you are transparent, I guarantee you, you have a repeat business. I have about 7 clients that has bought property with me twice, right? Why has all of this happened? I've always tried as much as possible to keep the communication, build the trust, and I've always tried to be very, very transparent in our transaction. The next, you need to adapt to trend. As a salesman, you need to understand what is currently happening. As we all know now, what is currently happening when it comes to building is terraces. People have moved from flats and apartments. More now, people are moving towards terraces. And it says you cannot remain where people have left. You need to understand what is currently selling. You need to be updated. You need to know what the market is saying, right? You need to understand that the building has gone to the level that I can even be in Ikoyi and I will be seeing everything in my house in Abuja just with my phone. Technology has become that good. You don't have to remain when they were still using landline. You also need to, what as a salesman, you also need to advance with technology. Take one of two of all of these courses. It would help you as a salesman. Be persistent. In being persistent, you need to what? Follow up, right? Follow up. Maintain a proactive approach. Send them happy new week. Send them happy birthday. Try and understand when is their wife doing his birthday. Send a gift if you have the means. Go for the month's birthday if you have the means. Send a condolence message if you have the means. I closed a project of 30 million by sending just less than 10,000 naira condolence message to a client, right? The mom was sick. I was following up with him. I was always praying with him whenever I call. And when the mom finally died, I said, sir, I will come. But when I saw that I wouldn't be able to make it, I sent something. Almost all of his staff, even in their workplace, I'm not sure, they were concerned the way I was. And at the end of the day, when he was now serious to buy, he bought from me, one of our estates in Abuja. So understand that it's a long-term goal. It's a long-term thing. Be persistent. He say, I'm not ready today. Continue reaching out, right? It's not a one-off. Then exceed expectation. This was part of what I was discussing, with my fellow colleagues today. Under promise, over deliver is what makes you a good salesman. Is what will make a client come back. Sir, you will get this property in 5 weeks, and you deliver that property in 3 weeks. That client will always come back for repeat business to say that this is a man of his word. But you tell clients you get this property in 2 weeks, and you get that client that property in 3 weeks, the client will say you are not a man of your words. But it was the same event, but different communication. So if you have not learned anything here today, learn how to what? Under promise and over deliver. If you know that it's going to take 5 days, tell the client it's going to take 15 days. The client should not say 15 days is too much. Okay, sir, let's leave it 2 weeks. But you know that it's 5 days. By that 5 days you have sent it to that client, you have exceeded his expectation, right? And he will take you as someone that knows what you're doing, right? Okay, let's go to the next. The next, I think I'm almost out of time. Okay, I think we're almost done. So this is one of my quotes I love so much. Success in real estate comes to those who want persist. For you to be successful in real estate, you need to be persistent. Look at everybody. Dr. Stephen is Dr. Stephen today. But do you know that as of, I think, 2022 or 2021, I can't remember the year now, Dr. Stephen did 3,000 videos. If you want to check that 3,000 videos in a year, every day, that's to say approximately every day he's doing more than 5 videos. So what does that tell you? He was persistent. There were days, if you ask him, there were days his body told him, no, I'm tired, let's leave it. But he told his body, no, I will do this video. And today, those are the materials, those are the resources he's using to what? To sell. So for you to be successful in this game of real estate, real estate is The next, is that the last? I will look into your question. Okay, I think we're done. You can start, throwing in the questions. I think I saw a question. Very sorry, I had to rush because again we are pressed for time, and I had to rush. But hopefully some other day we'll still come back to this. So I saw a question. Please, how do I get close to the client to know birthday or some news about them? Okay, beautiful. So firstly, it depends on where you got the client in the first place, right? Where you get the client in the first place is what determines how you get this information, right? If you got them on social media, definitely most clients usually have their date of birth on social media. And if you check them out, you definitely see one or two information concerning them. And from there, you can use it. Or you can use it, you can get this information, you can get this information through conversation. Now, I'll give a typical example. So you're calling a client and a friend of mine is having his birthday. What do you think I can get for him? The friend is so. And if the client is open enough to tell you, okay, you can get this for him, that have already opened up the conversation on birthday. That's okay, that's lovely. Okay, sir, this is so thoughtful of you. So, sir, if you wouldn't mind, can I know when it's your birthday? Right? If he's open enough to tell you, fine. If he's not, you just be attentive. You can try as well to know his friends and see what they like. Are you getting? What other follow-up techniques exist? Follow-up, there's no other follow-up technique that exists than calling, sending of message, sending of emails. I have some emails that they have been sending to me for over 7 months concerning various things. The day I am ready to buy any of those things, I will check those emails and go, and buy, right? The follow-up technique that exists is calling, sending of messages, sending of emails. Those are just, you keep at it, right? Sometimes they might block you, but again, the ones that would keep you would definitely buy from you when they need your service. How do I build trust practically? Okay, how do you build trust? First, in building trust, one thing should be at the back of your mind. Other one is to be concerned about what the client is saying. Now, the client calls you, I got scammed, right? In buying a house, I got scammed. And the next thing you just jump to say, but if you buy our own, we will not scam you. We are straightforward. I will tell you the truth, you have lost that client. To me, what I would do, and this is how you build trust. Wow, sir, this is what happens. But again, every investment comes with a risk. But sir, what have you done about this person that got you scammed? Do you have the receipt to this document? Have you lodged this in the police station? I think I have 1 or 2 persons. I have this agency that I know can recover this money for you. We can follow it up, right? I have someone that, was scammed but got their money back, but they didn't get everything. If you are in that client's shoe, that someone that wants to buy from, you want to buy from, is not talking about the sales he wants to sell. He's talking about how to help you recover that money. When you finally recover that money, sir, if you want to buy property, who will you buy from? Please, I want to hear answer. I help you, you have a problem, someone scammed you, and I help you recover the money. If you now want to buy, who will you buy from? Are you getting it? And this is what every salesman needs to be. You need to be a problem solver. You need to come from the point of solving problem and not practically coming to sell. You want the money, right? But come on the point of solving a problem. Come on the point of solving a need. And it's in that place where you have solved that need that at the end of the day, you will sell. But if you come with desperation, you want to say, no. My brother, that's the same thing you are doing is what another salesman is doing. The only thing that will differentiate you from Mr. B is you came to solve the problem. Yes, sir, you want to buy a land in Ibejuleke, but sir, what is even the reason behind buying this land in Ibejuleke? Is it that you want to live there, or you want it for a special purpose, or you want it for commercial purpose, right? It's not all clients that will be open to this conversation, but if you maintain a standard that this is the way as a salesperson I want to talk, this is the way I want to follow my clients. At the end of the day, you might have few clients, but you will have what you have repeat business. And that is why when you see high-end products, they don't do unnecessary adverts. You will rarely see a Rolls-Royce advert on TV. They'll tell you that people that want to buy us are not there. They don't watch television. Are you getting? So you also, as a salesperson, you also need to program yourself. Who are the kind of people I want to sell to? Is it civil servants? Is it politicians? Is it high-end people? Is it low-income earners? Right? So when you have factor all of this, you can now look for the best way possible. But in all of this, you need to come with what? Problem-solving mentality. If you come with problem-solving mentality, at the end of the day, you definitely what? You definitely make that sale. You definitely what? You definitely get profit. A typical example is POS. POS came, and each and every one of us, I can't remember the last time I went to bank. I don't know if you guys go to bank. I can't remember the last time I went to bank. Because I know if I go to the woman opposite me, it's just 100 naira and I'll do my transaction, right? But if I go to my bank, I will not pay that 100 naira. But I prefer to go to that woman. Why? Because she has solved the problem I need her to solve for me. So as a salesperson, you need to come with this mentality. If you are solving problems, you definitely make sense, right? You definitely make sense. So I don't know if there's any other question. If there's none, I think short period of time I had, done justice to this, and I will employ each and every one of us. I'll be ending where I started, right? If you come here every day, and at the end of the day, you are not putting into action, or you are not putting into use, or you have got what you are being taught here, the only thing you will get is. But if you come and you put into action what you have gotten, and you bring the result by making sales, right? You will get what? You will get rewarded. And you know the reward? One of the reward, you'll be joining us to our Doha trip. Just make 50,000, just make 50 million naira in sales. You join us for our Doha trip. That is one of the reward. You will get your 10% commission. You get shopping voucher. So there are various rewards for those people that will take action. But for everybody that is here, we're clapping for all of you. But for those people that will take action today, call their client and make the sale, I can assure you that what you will get reward, right? So I want to know, are we going to be doers or we are going to be hearers? We have all heard now. The next is to do, which is the action, right? So are we all going to be doers or we are going to be hearers? As for me, my name has said it all, and my doings. I do the what? I do the do. In the action, right? So I want each and every one of us to state what they are going to be. Are you a hearer or a doer? For me, I'm a doer, right? And I'm going to bring in the sales. It will be very beautiful that the 41 of us here meet in Doha. It will be so beautiful. It will be so beautiful, right? And what can make that happen is making a 50 million naira in sales. So I'll tell each and every one of us, my action takers, my doers, let's go make it happen. Before we start tomorrow class, let it be that we are ringing bell for people that have closed the sales. Because it's people that close the sales that are what? Doers. Right? So thank you very much. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. To the management of GTS, I say thank you. To the organizers, GTS and Associates, I say thank you for bringing me. And thank you all of the audience. God bless us. Let's do this tomorrow. So the anchor, you can take up. Thank you.
All right. If you've gotten massive value, can you put in the emoji, your best emoji in the chat box, and let us celebrate someone who has given value today. Thank you, Mr. Mike. You can put Mike doings. Put it he has given you the doings of real estate this morning. Can you put it in the chat box? Celebrate someone who has given you value. All right. I love this emoji, Grace. Thank you. Yes, Shada Bello. Thank you so much. All right. So with this massive value we've gotten today, I want someone to sell real estate. So let's quickly launch out to our role play session. So if you are ready to get the money from Mr. Doings this morning, come and put into practice that which you've learned. Yes, Mr. Isaac says knowledge without practice is nothing. You can't learn something and not put it into use. All right, so let's go to the play session. So I need someone who is ready to collect money from Mr. Doings. The man is loaded. So I need someone who has the big energy and the right words to do a role play. So before we go that, let me just play today's product of the day. And please help us to post the product of the day on all the groups. So I'll play the video. We are going straight to Ibadan this morning. We are going to Monia. All right, so I'll play the video and I'll share the flyer for the product. And after that, I need someone to get some money from Mr. Doings. All right. So give me a couple of seconds. I'll get that all right up and we're good to go. All right, so if you're getting value, just put it in chat box. I'm getting value. I can see that coming in. Thank you so much. All right. Let's get it started. So pay attention, watch the video, get all your facts, get all the details, and let's run through the role play session. All right.
Anybody today, even a chicken with an eagle wing is going to get allocated today. Life at White House Estate, Monia.
You don't know why it's going on.
Listen. Even rain cannot stop us from entering our train to Monia today. Imagine stepping out of the train and entering into White House Estate, Monia.
Tell him you're...
I've been going through something.
Daydream. I fell asleep amid the flowers for a couple of hours on a beautiful day.
Hi guys, we're live at Monia White House Estate, and today is the location for our existing clients. And the beautiful thing here is the fact that you can be a client, a landowner in this place. Take a look at it. Just close to the express road, and from here to the train station just less than 5 minutes. So why not take advantage of the amazing offer? Guess what? And this is actually faster than signing an contract. For example, which one project is anniversary. And as a company, piece of this gold mine today. Remember, smart investors don't wait to buy land. They buy land and wait. Call today and secure your plot today.
Don't tell anybody. Today, even a chicken with an eagle wing is going to get allocated today. Life at White House Estate, Monia.
You don't know why it's going on.
Listen. Even rain cannot stop us from entering our train to Monia today.
Imagine stepping out of the train and entering into White House Estate, Monia.
Tell them you're.
I've been going through something.
Daydream. I fell asleep amid the flowers for a couple of hours on a beautiful day.
Hi guys, we're live at Monia White House Estate, and today is their location for our existing clients. And the beautiful thing here is the fact that you can be a client, a landowner in this place. Take a look at it, just close to the express road. And from here to the train station, just less than 5 minutes. So why not take advantage of the amazing offer? Guess what? Saleschallenge is celebrating its anniversary, and as a company, 17 years, and you know what that means about business. So the best time to buy into or to own a piece of this gold mine is today, and you want to reach out to the numbers our team to own a piece of this gold mine today. Remember, smart investors don't wait to buy land, they buy land and wait. Call today and secure your plot today.
All right. So we've gotten a glimpse of what White House Estates looks like, and we're going straight into the role play session. All right. So who is going first? Mr. Doing just excused himself, so we'll pick up someone else we'll be selling for, and you still get your money from the person. Anyway, so this is White House Estate Monia in Oyo State, Ibadan. All right, so these are the landmarks, as we can see. Okay, Jonathan. Wow, okay. Jonathan is up. Okay, I'll bring you up shortly. Let me just give you a rundown of the landmark areas. Then we can start the role play session as quick as possible. All right, so it's not too far from the railway station, the dry inland port. Let me see this wall. The circular road connecting the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, the central business district facing the express leading to Iseyin. So those are the landmarks. And these are the prices. Outright payment is 20 million. Installmental payment is 25 million. And if you're paying and buying the mini estate with 6 lots, you're paying going for 15 million naira per plot. All right. So Mr. Jonathan, can you turn on your video? Thank you so much. Turn on your video first before your mic. So you'll be selling to Mr. Daniel Peter. He's loaded. He has the money. So I want you to sell White House Monia to Mr. Daniel Peter. I want you to close it. Now, this is the scenario. Mr. Daniel Peter had shown interest in buying our estate. He saw the ad on our Facebook and he has reached out. So his name is Daniel Peter and he has shown interest in White House Estate Monia. So I need you to close Mr. Daniel Peter and get him to put down his cash on all this. So do your best to close Mr. Daniel Peter. Mr. Jonathan, I can't see your video anymore. Are you still here?
Yes,
turn
I'm
on your
still here.
video. All right, turn on your video. Okay, so Mr. Daniel Peter is a client who has showed interest. So you know how to approach the call. He has shown interest already. So just sell this property to him and let him pay right away. Mr. Daniel Peter, all right, you have the floor with Mr. Jonathan. Let's have you.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Daniel. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Daniel.
Good morning. Who am I on to?
My name is Jonathan. I'm calling from GTEX Homes. I'm a sales person for GTEX. I don't know if you're aware, you showed an interest in one of our adverts some weeks ago. Can you remember, please?
Yes. I remember clicking on an advert.
Yeah,
Okay, it's
exactly.
fine. It's fine. So you're welcome. What do we have? Is the promo still available?
Yeah, so I'm glad you showed interest on the ads. It means that you have like an interest in real estate, like you want to invest in real estate properties, and that's really a very good thing. So you showed interest on one of our properties, White House Estate, and it's a very good estate, meaning if you key into it, it means to be one of the best decisions you will make here. And currently it's selling for, it has a documentation of C of O, which is like the ultimate document in real estate. Are you aware of the importance of certificate of occupancy? How important it is in real estate?
Yes, I do, but I may want to ask question as regards that because the CFO of Lagos is quite different from the CFO of Ibadan in terms of processing. And so I don't know because the property I bought the last time in Lagos, the CFO is yet to be processed now. I don't know, that's why I'm actually afraid of buying a property what having CFO again. I don't know how Ibadan is, have a very flexible process of CFO.
Yeah, sure, you're correct. The COO of Lagos, the processing is different from that of Ibadan. You're absolutely correct. So one thing about the property is it has the landed document of COO and the document is available for the property. So you won't have any problem with acquiring such documents when it comes to the documentation for the property. The documentation is sorted out already. So that will not be an issue for you. So
Okay, so what do we have on the table? What stage is your estate right now in Monrovia? What scale of investment is your estate? Are you in the building stage? Are you in the land banking stage?
So I didn't get you.
I can barely hear you. I said, what stage is your estate in Monrovia at the moment? What stage
Okay, yeah,
is it?
so Monia is currently it's in the land banking stage, meaning you buy now at a particular price. You understand? It's currently selling for 20 million naira outright sale. If you buy now, you get it for 20 million naira, and it's at the land banking stage, meaning from now till when the estate is completely developed, the value of the property is going to skyrocket. So when buying it now for 20 million, you can get a very large increase in return on investments in the next 5 to 6 years. So this is like the best time for you to buy a property, sir. It's like the best time for you to buy.
I know about it. I'm not a first time buyer, right? So I just try to I will try to check my figures and check the fact. But why is your money going for 20 million? Because in that same year, I have an offer selling it for like some people selling it to me 2 million, 1 million. Why just 20 million? But 20 million I can easily to get like 5 hectares already in that money. Why is yours so expensive?
Yeah, like I said, it's actually the value of the property because it's not just like a land per se. You're not just buying land because on the estates we are going to have amazing amenities. We're going to have 24/7 water supply, and also the estate has a train station just 5 minutes close to the estate, and also the estate is opposite the express road. So it's just the value, the amenities, and the landmarks surrounding it that makes the estate so much fun. That's why I said buy now is going to be one of the best decisions you're going to make this year. And this is just the half quarter of the year, so like it's going to be the best decision you're going to make this year. So is that something you're interested in keying into, sir?
As I said earlier, my major objection is that I have other offers for a lower price, right? In that same location, that same this same landmark and all. But the difference is huge. The difference is so enormous that I may end up going for those ones. So I don't know. It could be that the model you guys want to bring into it is quite different. Maybe that is what you're not telling me. Because they are actually into real estate as well. The CEO with everything is just the price. The same location, the same landmark, the same title, just the pricing. Obviously, I told you that. I'm role playing. So the this thing, what's it called? So what I'm trying to say is that I indicated interest when young guys ran out. So that means I intentionally saw it, and maybe you're not the right person to talk to them, because what the person told me when he was saying the promotional video, I think it's the person showed a vision to me. He showed what GTEC want to do per se. It may not be now, in longer term, but then I really want to hear that from you, to get a confirmation from you that yes, is it that you guys are doing this? What makes you guys different from others? There should be a different thing you guys are trying to do. I don't know. How are you not the right person to talk to?
Yeah, I understand you clearly. I'm actually the right person to talk to you. And again, we have, like I explained earlier, the estate is going to have a 24 hours power supply, 24/7 power supply. It's also going to have a gym setup. You understand? And it's also going to have like a good road network. You understand? Just imagine having a land or an apartment in such an estate where you come out, you can easily drive down to your apartment. You want to go visit the gym, you can visit the gym, and you have 24 hours power supply. And there's also something I didn't mention. It's actually saying 20 million naira per plot, but if you decide to buy 6 plots, you could get it 50 million naira per plot, meaning you're getting 6 plots at 50 million naira per plot. So you can decide to maybe you sell 2 plots later in the future at a very at a very high amount later in the future, and use it to develop your current plots. That's like a very wise thing to do. So instead of buying it 20 million one plot, I would even advise you get 6 plots. I don't know if that's something you're more interested in, sir.
All right. What's your name again, please? I think I lost your name. Why? You know, why talking?
Yeah, my name is Jonathan, sir. Jonathan.
Okay, so Jonathan, thank you for this call. Right. I think you you know what you're doing, right? And I really want to look into it. I want to look into it. So what measure do you guys have when I go into installment? Maybe I fall victim because I'm seeing the flyer you sent to me on WhatsApp. It's in 0 to 30 days, and I don't know. Is it that is instrumental payment is just 0 to 30 days? What is instrumental plan?
Yeah, so the installment plan for this property is you can deposit 20 million naira as an initial deposit, then you can spread the balance for about 30 days. And just because of the goal we have, like the plan we have for this particular estate, like we're really, really interested in developing the estate as soon as we can. That's why we see the installment is more like maybe 6 months, 12 months kind of plan. So if you make an initial deposit of 20 million naira and you can spread it between now till 30 this time. That's
Okay,
how
so
we
you
do
guys, it was what? Okay. Do you guys have plan for buyback? Like, I'm not interested again, and I want to really, maybe you gave me 30 days right now, and I could not pay within 30 days. Will I forfeit my property, or I will have to, just get a refund? You guys do that?
There are situations where we've actually like there are situations we've been in and we tend to clients tend to ask for refunds, and yes, we've done that so many times. You understand? We know it's not like maybe there's a reason why you're paying or you want to make payments. It's not like you're making payments so you can request for a refund like in a couple of weeks time. But a situation where our clients tend to request for refund, we try to get it refunded to the client. But I don't think that will be an issue.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Jonathan. That's fine, Jonathan. So you can just send me subscription form so that maybe attach with it the account number. I will just go for 6 plots. Right. I'm seeing 6 plots here for 90 million. So I was for 6 plots. And the idea behind it is I am actually into real estate as well. So I'm a developer. Right. Even though you not really said to me, but I know the potential in money here. So I'll go for 6 crore. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Nice speaking with you. I got to go right now. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Mr. Daniel. I'll do that for you as soon as.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. If you enjoyed this role play session, can you celebrate Mr. Jonathan? He's been able to cash out a open sum of 6 plots from Mr. Daniel. Can you give them a good your favorite emoji? Just put it in the chat box. Let's appreciate Mr. Jonathan for stepping up. Okay. So, Mr. Daniel, do you have something to say? Let's have a review of this concession.
All right, beautiful, Jonathan. You really did well. Fantastic. Well, I think the scenario Mr. Lamrico painted was that I indicated interest. That if I can afford it, then I indicated interest via an ad. So that is one of the ways to qualify people. Whenever people indicate interest in your ad, it's every tendency, every chance that people are interested. And the few questions they want to ask, they want to ask is just to justify the price, justify the location, and justify the kind of payment structure. These people are really interested. That's why they click on your ad initially. And some, that if you do targeted ad, these are the things you get, right? But I think what you could not really handle very well was the fact that you should have sold the value to me again. And because I told you now that I have the same offer going for 2 million in that same location. Why is just 20 million? So you should have given me that green and smart environment, giving me the recreational stuff, not me. So these are the value you sell to me to justify the 20 million, and then you can then paint a picture as an advisor because we don't call our people realtors, we call them plot advisor. So you can tell to me the importance of rail station in that location, the importance of dry inland ports in that location that will affect my property. Believe me, we are in the game of business. So everybody, we are not out to lose. We are out to gain profit. So that's the essence of the investment. I cannot earn, I cannot save my damn money for 10 years and I put it into property that I don't really know the prediction. So you help me analyze, you're an advisor, you analyze, and you won't feel desperate. I love the fact that you're not really desperate. You just give me facts and figures. That's fine. So you're able to justify the price, number one. And number two, the part of what is it again? Yeah, I forgot to write that down. But that one is not really noticeable like that. But you did well, honestly, you did well, and you should own the conversation again soon. Own the conversation again. Ask more questions. You might want to ask because at some point I asked what stage what stage is your investment, and you said land banking. It's good. Every bush should turn to a city. So you may want to ask me what kind of investments am I looking to put into this when they develop? Is it I want to buy and sell? Is it that I want to buy and build? In the next future, you can just make it conversational, right? That's just what I think. Because the longer you stay on course, sometimes the tendency you build relationship with these people, right? And people buy from people they know, the trust and the like. I think that's my own quota, right? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. You see, I gave you a very good scenario where I didn't expect to talk too much. This person has seen. He must have done his diligence before he showed interest. Collect your money. Go straight to the point. Ask him for the money. It's so hard. You've played a video. You've attached the what's it called? The flyer to it. And he willingly showed interest that I'm interested. You don't have to go through the stress of selling again. Please ask for your money. Your money straight up. He has shown interest. It on him. Your corporation shouldn't be going through this long process and are you ready to pay now? Collect your money. Don't go over and start introducing. He has seen everything. You get collect your money. All right, good one, good one, good one, good one. So let's do one more, then we'll call it a day. All right, thank you, Mr. Jonathan. All right, can we have someone else come up? And let me give you a good scenario where we can have a role play today. Let's learn together. We're selling our product of the day, White House called money. All right, someone else. Can you just indicate interest? Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. So let's have someone else. Do I have a hand up? Do you have a hand up? Okay. Anyone showing an interest? Or should I call someone? You've gotten massive value today. So come and do me the practical, the things you have learned. So I can give a feedback to Mr. Michael that the people who were trained today got massive value truly because I saw them demonstrate the value through our role play session. All right. Who else is on this call to have a role play session?
So what's happening?
Can I have a volunteer?
Yeah, now you want to get a picture and all the buildings are servants. Do you understand?
Anyone?
So what I'm saying is that
Who else is bold?
the flexibility of getting another unit.
Someone wanted to do yesterday, but they had the opportunity. Are you here? Okay. As we wait, let me quickly play a video of how to share this session and post it on our social media platforms. So if you're interested, just indicate and we'll call you up after now. Let me play this video as we just wait 1 second. And don't forget to invite more people to this section. All right.
One-day high ticket sales challenge, you already know this isn't just another training. It's a game changer for closing high ticket real estate deals, attracting premium clients, and building long-term wealth. But success is better when shared. Here's how to keep the momentum going. Share the Zoom link. Invite your team and contacts to register at www.gtextandassociates.com/SC. They'll get full access to join the live Zoom sessions and engage directly too. Share on Facebook, follow our page, G-Text and Associates, turn on notifications. Share the live video to your timeline, in groups, and tag your realtor friends. Share on Instagram, follow us. At G-Text and Associates, tap the bell to turn on notifications. Share our flyer, clips, or reels to your story. Tag at G-Text and Associates and use hashtag 21-Day Sales Challenge so we can repost you. Share on YouTube. Subscribe to G-Text and Associates. Post your takeaways from today's session. Include the registration link, www.gtextandassociates.com/SC. Encourage your professional network to join. Final step, use your voice. Record a short video or voice note sharing what you've gained and why others should attend. Post it across your platforms. Tag at G-Text and Associates and use hashtag 21-Day Sales Challenge so we can repost you. Let's turn this challenge into a movement. Don't keep the fire to yourself. Ignite your network.
Some people don't believe that sales is a real job. However, the 80-20 rule applies. 20% of people who get into sales realize that great opportunity, that if you sell really well, you can earn more than a doctor or a lawyer or even a politician. You can make a wonderful living in selling, and you can fulfill all of your dreams. In the Western world, 5% of millionaires are salespeople who have sold all their lives for another company, but they sold a lot and they earned a lot and they invested the money carefully. So it's possible for you to achieve all your dreams in this field if you become good in selling. So I got into sales, and the only job I could get was knocking on doors, cold calling from door to door. And I had no training and no experience. The only thing I could think of was to work hard. At least it wasn't like working on a farm or working on a ship. It was clean work. So I was told that selling is not really a selling job. It's really a rejection job. And the more rejections you get, the more sales you'll make. This was the totality of my sales training.
All right. Hope you had and enjoyed this session. I think MD, if you want to say one or two things, I can see her come up. All right, Miss Jessica.
Everyone. Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, trust we've gotten value from today's training from Dr. Stephen's video that we watched. And just as Mr. Michael mentioned, it's not just about attending the training. It's about you putting it in practice. Because if you put this in practice, you will get results. The results must come. The results must show. You don't even need to tell us that you've gotten results. It will show by itself, right? So it's not about doing it. It's not about hearing it alone. Be the doer. If you are the doer, you get results. It's even in the Bible itself. Those that do get results, right? So I remember your results comes with benefits. And some of the benefits is the trip, all expense paid trip. If I were in your shoe, I will push as much as I can to get that trip, to make sure I'm part of that trip. And one way for you to get it is you doing it yourself, meaning reaching out to family and friends, old clients, old neighbors, your church members, people you know, to get the products from you, to buy the properties from you, and also referrals, right? You can have as much persons you have as your downline, as much as you can, spread and get the results you want, right? Because as they are selling, the company recognize you for your efforts and they compensate you on that. Apart from that, what about the car as an incentive? You make massive sales, you get car. So that you won't be jumping bike up and down. Even if you have a car before, what will that extra car do for you, right? You can change your cars, and this will make more person trust you more, right? Like you are creating this credibility. You won't know, but they will see that people are buying from you. That is why you were able to get that car, right, for free. And remember the travel, the all expense paid trip I mentioned, the car, your commission, and some many other incentive that you get. So put whatever you have learned here in practice and get compensated. And that is why we are here, right? So do you guys have questions? Is there any question for me that I can answer? Because it's one thing to know the product knowledge, is another thing for you to convey this message. You might be saying the same thing, but the way you send the message matters a lot. So is there any questions so I can quickly answer before we round up? Is there any question? Mrs. Salome, are you here? Double Owo. These ones are always present. I like that. Not just the two of you. Mrs. Joyce, I can see you. Well done, guys. Don't worry, the results will come. The results will come. Just keep doing what you are doing. And if you feel you are not doing it, you are not putting in your best, try and put in your best, right? Reach out to more persons. Real estate is here to stay, right? The houses we live is real estate. people's workplace, real estate, the hospitals, anywhere where people residing or work are real estate. So it is here to stay. So the demand for houses and land will always be there, whether they like it or not. It will always be there. So that is why you need to be intentional in what you are doing. That is why you have to be visible, right? And build credibility. One way to do that is for you to qualify for this trip. By the time you qualify for the trip and travel out of the country, I'm telling you, your clientele base will change. Oh. Peter, do you guys have any question? No question. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me, Peter? Okay. All right, since there's no question.
Yes, I can hear you, no question, man.
All right. Olamileko, I can take it up from here, please. Thank you. More sales to everyone, for all of us. Amen. Yeah.
Thank you so much. As you said, don't forget we have our dual trip up, sell 50 million. We still have our 500,000 naira in ads giveaway. So invite your 20 persons, let them stay from beginning to the end for 7 days, and they will qualify for that 500,000 naira in ads. All right, so you have our Dubai properties, sell Dubai properties, earn money in foreign currency. So say Nigerian properties. If you are tired of any naira, please, let's do foreign currency. Let's earn dirhams, let's earn dollars, sell our US properties, and qualify for all our incentives. All right. So we'll share today's product on all platforms so we can all post.
Sorry, Leko, let me say something. Okay, so when I was doing networking some time ago, I just remember this experience and I feel like sharing, right? When doctors say bring 20 persons here, he knows what he's saying and understand what he meant, right? Even if you can't get up to 20, if you can get 5, if you can bring five persons every day, the one that will stay and even change this business around for you, you'll be so surprised, right? So when I was doing networking, I didn't know much. Honestly, I didn't even know it was networking. I wouldn't have done. I would have run away, run. If I hear sales, that I will run. So they only say, "Oh, just put it online, sell. People will see it and buy. They will, and you make profits. Apart from the profit, the company pays you for that." And it was just, the person that even invited me, she doesn't even know much. She only just invited me for the program, and I attended. And I loved the caliber of people I saw there, and I wanted to change my lifestyle, right? So I was just, I was consistent, coming for trainings. At a point, she gave up, but I stayed. But before she gave up, she was there, and she enjoyed the benefits, right? Because I was selling, and the company was paying her for doing that, right? I wasn't the only one she brought in. She brought in some other persons too. She just spread. Because you never can tell who among these 20 persons will come and turn this business around for you. That 20 persons, among those 20 persons, 1 or 2 of them will love the business and take it more serious, even more than you do, and change it for you. If you see the person as in working and taking it serious more than you do, I'm sure you want to put effort and even do better. Because amongst my team members there, people that I registered, some other folks, I just registered them, didn't want to do, say, I love this thing you are selling, no, me too, I want to join you. Come and join now, that's how I registered. Come and join, I only put them through. And before you know, I had a lot of team members. And they too started having team members too. And we all earn. They were all earning too, and they were happy doing it, right? So you never can tell who will come in. And because of many of them like that, I have one in Abuja. Before the month ends, she has bought boom. Like, she's coming with speed. And me too, I was running with speed. So if you don't want to take it serious, someone might come in and make you take it like as if your life depends on it. Do you understand? It works for me that way because when I brought in more persons, it changed everything for me. And it changed for them too, right? So that's why if you bring more persons into the business, you will earn from there, right? They too, you teach them to do the same thing. And some of them might even be the one teaching you to do better. It works like that sometimes. By the time you see your downline coming, running after you, or be running faster, you will get up and walk by force. All right, guys, have a nice day.
What a good way to end today's session. All right, all right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much for those who are consistent. Thank you so much for those who are joining for the first time. Let us make noise about this. Post it out there. Collaborators will definitely repost for you. Thank you so much. We love you from GTS and Saleschallenge. Want to say thank you so much, Dr. Stephen Akitayo. We'll catch you the same time tomorrow morning. Let's go out there, keep the energy, keep the fire going, and let's bring in the sales. All right, we draw the curtain today. See you tomorrow. Okay. Have a blessed day. Bye for now. Let me end the meeting.